I am an immigrant, if you couldn't tell by the everything about me. But look, I know we get a bad rap, but we come here for good reasons. Okay, you gotta understand that. We come here for just education, employment, white women, the usual, and we shouldn't be attacked for it, honestly. It's very confusing because all the Indian men are coming here to find white women, all the white women are going to India to find themselves. I don't understand what's happening. I just feel like if we all met in Dubai, it would save everyone a lot of travel time. Indian men like white women. White women do not like Indian men. Neither of those are secrets at this point. I asked this one white girl why she wasn't attracted to Indian men, and she said it's because we smell like curry. Yeah, this is a very common insult leveled against brown people that we smell like our food. Only we get this insult. I've never had this complaint from other races. Just once I'd like to hear, ew, Japanese men smell like wasabi. Just so that it's a strong smell and I would feel less alone. Everyone wins, honestly. True. And then I asked this girl, okay, so what race of men are you attracted to? And this was a Toronto girl, so of course she said Jamaican. Yeah, one girl knows. Toronto women love Jamaican men. I just got here, I didn't know any better. I'm like, oh, I guess Jamaican food must smell really good. Like, that's clearly important to these white ladies. I didn't know. I went to a Jamaican restaurant for the first time, looked at the menu, the first thing I saw was curry. I'm like, what the how? Are they doing Viagra and the curry? What are they doing? I don't want to badmouth Jamaicans though, they're cool. First friend I made in Toronto was Jamaican. You know, we bonded a lot, you know, similar cultures, similar climates, both our women love to wine, very big over that. And he was hungry, so he said, hey man, Rahul, I'm really hungry, let's go get some dinner, I'm starving, I want some curry chicken. I'm like, did you just say curry chicken? He said, yeah, Jamaicans love curry chicken, that's like our favorite food. I wanted to bond over him over how we have the same cuisine, but some other part of my immigrant brain just took over. I just looked at him angrily and I'm like, hey man, it's called chicken curry, alright? Say it properly. Yeah, thank you, random white lady. Okay. We had a 20-minute argument over what was basically the same dish. I argued my case. I'm like, no, you're eating curry with chicken inside it. Curry comes first. Chicken is a component of the larger curry bowl. He's arguing back, no, I'm eating chicken in the form of a curry. Curry is the avatar that the chicken has taken at this particular moment. This is the most philosophical debate since ancient Greece. Started out as an argument, just descended into abuse. I called him a dumbass, he called me an ass dumb, just back and forth. And eventually things got so bad, I had to call back up. I called the oldest Indian chef I knew. I called my grandmother. Got her on the phone. I'm like, hey grandma, is it chicken curry or curry chicken? She's like, why aren't you vegetarian? I'm like, okay, double some secrets I have kept from you, I apologize. Yeah. I like going back to visit my grandmother in India. It's 91, she's 91, so anytime I get to see her, it's just a blessing, yeah. She's fine, she's doing the usual Indian grandma thing, she's watching Indian TV shows. Okay, one woman laughed. The rest of you need some more context. I'll explain Indian TV shows to you. First off, it's not Indian TV shows, it's Indian TV show. It's all the same show. And the show is three things. Old woman with a lot of jewelry fighting with her daughter-in-law. You've now seen every Indian TV show. My grandma's been watching these shows for 30 years. This time when I went back, I gave her my Netflix account. I told her, Grandma, this is every show on the planet, please watch something else, okay? I came back here, logged onto my Netflix to see what she's been watching. She's been watching The Crown. Yeah, old woman, lot of jewelry, fighting with her daughter-in-law. I mean, look, alright, some changes to be fair. The old woman is now white. The jewelry is still Indian. But you know, we will fix one thing at a time.
My name's Sam's right here. I'm going to talk about this is Sam.
I like going back to India because it reminds me how much I've changed here. I become more woke, I become more progressive, more feminist for sure. Like the second, going back to India will make you a third wave intersectional feminist immediately. Because the second you walk out of an Indian airport, you're just immediately attacked by like 50 dudes who ask you if you want a taxi. And ladies, I feel like that's kind of how you live a lot of your lives. You're just surrounded by dudes trying to take advantage of you. Okay, the guys are laughing, the ladies are still looking at me confused. I'll explain. No, trust me, Indian taxi drivers and Toronto douchebags have the same strategies, alright? They are basically the same people. You go to King Street here on Friday night with your boyfriend, you tell the guys there you have a boyfriend, they'll be like, leave him, come with me. They'll say dirty shit like just a quickie and then you can go back to him, you know? I was at Bombay airport with my dad. He was there to pick me up. I tell the drivers I'm with my dad, they're like, leave him, come with me. Just a quickie around the airport then you can go back to him. I understand why ladies behave the way they do. Like sometimes girlies, when you reject a guy, you're very mean. I never understood why. I kind of get it now. There's too many of us. You can't be nice forever. I've been in your shoes. I got approached by my first taxi driver. I let him down gently. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but thank you for asking. I was very polite, very kind. By the time taxi driver 27 was walking up to me, I'm like, get out, no means no. Like, I can't. I have places to be. Get back, I'll pepper spray. That's what I was saying. So I get it, ladies, I get it. I know why y'all behave the way you do. In fact, I think I know y'all too well. I know y'all complain about men, and I know you're right to. But I also know deep down you kind of like the attention. Yeah, I know. Because I've been in your shoes. I came back to Pearson Airport. I walked outside. Not one person came up to me and asked me if I wanted a ride. And I was so hurt. I'm like, is it the way I'm dressed? Why is it? I waited for 20 minutes. After that, I got desperate. I just started winking at every dude with a car. Walking around in the Uber section like, such heavy luggage. I wish I had a strong driver with a big crown. Eventually a security guard came up to me. He just said, hey man, you know you can just call an Uber on the app, right? I was so offended. I'm like, call me old fashioned. I think the driver should approach me. Alright, this is not just about the ride. I want to feel desired. Alright, that was my time, guys. You really want